365 Tarot. And welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This be past, present, or future. You or someone around you can take the resonance and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. It's not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It's not the final rule. Thank you all for your kindness, for your love, for your support. All are welcome on this channel. Depending on what contribution that I get. One second, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to go to the concession stand and get yourself a light snack. All right, collective, we're starting off with the Eight of Swords, okay? There is someone who wants to keep you close. I'm picking up this is a love connection. Someone wants to keep you close like these, like these, like these. And you're like, no, I'm getting out of these ropes. So I see you wiggling and squiggling, wiggling out of this situation here. This could be a connection or some kind of, could be a friendship, a love connection or a friendship, okay? Maybe a friendship that could have possibly some kind of romantic potential. Either way, you're not getting along with this person. You thought you were. Things were good in the beginning. You know, things are always good at the beginning. So you get to the end and you run out of cheese or you run out of ranch dressing. But either way, that's for somebody there. Cheese or ranch dressing. But either way, I see you, disassociating yourself with this from this person. You are no longer blindfolded. The spell that they once had you under has dissipated. There may have been a time where you felt this person was your end-all, be-all. You felt this was someone you would create a family with. You felt you were madly in love. This could be someone you wanted to marry, possibly. And maybe after such a long time, you're like, you know what? You ain't even marriage material. You know what? Get somebody else to do it. And so I see you leaving this person, and they could be maybe trying to project fear or put some kind of fear on you. Maybe this is someone, maybe they paid all the bills, maybe they were the head of the household when you were with them. Maybe they were the ones to pay for everything. Maybe you had very little responsibilities. That could have been the arrangement, okay? Maybe, each relationship has different arrangements. That could have been the arrangement that you only had so much responsibility in the household. And so they could be telling you, fine, you can leave, but where you going to live, or give me my car keys, or I ain't going to help you. Don't ask me for nothing, that kind of energy. So they're trying to spew different things at you and project negative things, trying to make you feel as if it's impossible to live without them. But that's far from the truth. And you're not who you used to be. You found a way to find your confidence. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I see you being very brave and leaving. Even if you have to maybe live with someone temporarily, it's only temporary. It's not forever, okay? They could also be calling you a fool. This person could be bashing you. You're a fool. Nobody's ever going to love you like me. Nobody's going to do what I did for you. Trying to sabotage your self-esteem, trying to weaken you, trying to break you. But they have, this relationship was so tumultuous, if I'm saying that right. It was so dark. There was a lot of negative things going on, so much so you didn't feel safe in this connection. You didn't feel protected. You were blindsided and blindfolded to the idea that this person did not have love for you, but that's the past energy. And so the whole idea of them calling you a fool or foolish or trying to tell you you won't be able to survive, you're like, look, I see this cliff, but I know darn well if I fall off of it, guess what? Somebody gonna catch me. My spirit team is here for me. Somebody loves me, baby. Okay. Either way. So you have this new breath of fresh air, this new breath of fresh air of confidence. And this energy here, this confidence, this energy to leave this unhealthy connection relationship. This is from your spirit team, okay? This is from your spirit team, this inspiration. As I see her holding this phone here, maybe you're watching someone on social media, maybe you're FaceTiming someone, you could be in communication with someone or watching someone on social media that's inspirational to you, a motivational speaker. Maybe someone is giving life changing tips on how to leave a relationship. As I see this person holding the cell phone here, but the sun is shining on you and confirmation. You're making the right decision and the right choice to make this change in your life. And so you go ahead. You're right. Ignore what they are talking about. You're moving towards freedom. You're moving towards coming out of the energy of feeling confused or feeling blocked. You've made a decision. And the decision is to take back your power and regain balance and stability in your own personal life. It's time for you to be happy. I'm picking up at the beginning, everything was good with you and this person at the beginning. They were very respectful. They were very kind. They spent a lot of time with you. They would whisper sweet nothings in your ear. But as time went on, this person began to try to antagonize you, break your spirit, be mean to you, maybe body shame you, try to tell you what to wear, not to wear makeup, what to, how to do your hair. And yeah, they stripped you of a lot, but you've come to an awakening in your life that there is more. And so you could be seeking some kind of advice from someone. It could be on social media. Maybe you're reading a book. But whatever it is forcing you into the energy of the King of Swords, a male or a female, okay? To stand in your truth and have the courage and the mental power to leave this connection. You understand that staying in this relationship will be self depleting and self sabotaging. And so you're choosing you and you're betting on you. And this is opening the opportunity for you to, experience a life you've never experienced before with the Four of Swords here, such as learning how to love yourself again, pouring into you again, resting and rejuvenating, getting facials, a massage, a mani, a pedi, taking yourself out, just being kind to you and being good to you. Nobody wants it more than you, collective, when it comes to your peace and your happiness. So you should be the first one to always be good to you. Affirmations, speaking kindly to yourself. Being mindful of people whom you allow into your life. If they're not celebrating you, if they're not uplifting, then we know those are people that we should not be around or allow into our circumference. But this bravery, this confidence is pivoting you in a direction that you have not experienced before, but it's positive and it's for your highest good. And on this card here, which is different from the Rider Waite deck, all four swords are hanging up on the wall. There's usually one at the side. So with all four swords being near, but on the wall, there's none at your side. That's saying that you are fully surrendering. You're fully surrendered. You know where you've been, you know who you are, and you know where you are headed. And in this new direction, on this new path, you are being surrounded around new energy, like-minded energy, love, things and people, places and things of peace, tranquility, abundance, having fun, enjoying life, traveling. Life is not always about stress or wanting to be angry or sad or hostile. It's okay to have fun and have some relaxation, and, love on yourself. It's all about loving on you. Nobody wants it more than you. And one thing we cannot expect in life as human beings is expect someone outside of us to love us more than we love ourselves. We have to love ourselves the most first, and then it will reflect out. And then that way we're teaching people how to treat us, what we will tolerate and what we won't tolerate, okay? And so this is also with the Two of Cups, giving you access to a relationship moving forward that has the reciprocity, one that is genuine, one with a spouse that is not trying to break your spirit, or one with a spouse that is not Childhood wounds. Possibly this person had childhood wounds, and that's why they wanted you to feel like you were stuck or binded. Because actually, spiritually speaking, your ex was in this energy. This is how they felt about themselves. And so they wanted you to feel binded as well. And that's why when you were with them, they would do and say negative things to break your spirit or to keep you attached to them, such as providing for you, saying they'll pay all the bills. They want to be in control of everything. But what they forgot is they do not have control over you. You have free will. You never forgot that. Out of all you've ever experienced, you never forgot that you have free will. You never forgot that you have 2 feet. And so the door opened and you never returned. And that's the best thing you could ever give yourself. And this opens you up to new opportunity of meeting new people, male or female. This could be 2 women, 2 men, or a man and a woman, okay? To each his own. Love who you want to love. This is your life and it's for the living. No one can tell you who to love or what kind of relationship to be in. As long as the person is respecting you and you are happy. They are respecting you and you are happy. I say go for it. And I love it, okay? All right, so this person, yeah, they were a narcissist and they had childhood wounds, things from their childhood that they never overcame. They may have come from an abusive relationship or maybe someone mistreated them, but that has nothing to do with you. That did not give them a right to try to sabotage you, break your spirit, or mishandle you or deceive you in any manner. But you are very brave and courageous, and there's a lot of positive energy, a lot of new energy here, loving on yourself, being kind to yourself, and doing this consistently. Not just in one moment. I see you going to get the facials and the massage on a regular basis. You'll be doing this on a regular basis. This will be part of the new you. Okay? So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And also learning how to be independent and not allow anyone to moving forward, the next relationship that you get in, you won't allow anyone to take you away from being independent. You won't allow anyone to stop you from being who you are. I'm also picking up this person could have also cut you off from friends and family as well. Spirit is saying that was to get you alone so that they can start their buffoonery and do their clowning. Okay? All a clown needs is a stage and they will perform. Okay? And so this person possibly didn't want you around your family or your friends, possibly accusing them of being troublemakers or terrible people. When in reality, they were afraid, he or she was afraid that maybe your family or friends would have enlightened you. But look at God. You are enlightened, okay? Spirit, source, your ancestors never left your side. You are enlightened on your own, okay? Encouraged on your own. And brave on your own. Okay? And like I said, even if separating from this person, maybe you had to move in with someone. Maybe you had to go into a shelter. But it's better than the situation that you are or were in, okay? That you are in or were in. Maybe you're planning to leave. So go for it. It's the best gift you can ever give yourself. Saving your life, saving yourself. No one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. In the moment, got this down low earlier. The moment that we come to the realization that no one's coming to save us, and we begin to work towards progressing and saving ourselves, the lighter the load will be. The moment that we come into the realization that we have to save ourselves, the lighter the load will be. Not perfect, but the lighter the load will be. It's like stepping into truth, accepting reality. No one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. I know we're taught other things, but no one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. That's why self-preservation is always key in all levels of life. All levels, all areas. Nobody wants it more than you, and you can't expect anyone outside of you to want you to have more peace, contentment, safety, security than you want it. Nobody wants it more than you, so you have to be the first one loving yourself the most, protecting yourself the most, building for yourself the most. It's you. You're the MVP. You're the star player. Numero uno. You're number one. Okay? especially if you are desiring this Nine of Cups, the contentment, the peace, the security. It's up to you. It's up to you where you can rest, with your sword. That's representing that, hey, I know where I come from. I ain't no punk. I ain't no punk, but don't push me. The sword represents you know where you come from. Okay? And it's taking you a lot of strength. It's taking you a lot of strength, but you did it. Be proud of yourself and proceed forward. Proceed forward. No one can take away from you what is written in the stars for you. This person of your past is not your God. They are not in control. And you leaving this relationship is creating a tower moment. This tower moment is a reality check for your ex. They have to sit with themselves because people will be asking what happened, and they have to explain. Because I see you actually leaving and separating. If you are not already gone, you're planning on leaving. And when I say planning, you're not just talking, it's actually happening. It's happening. It's happening. You're making arrangements, preparations, or maybe you're about to leave after this read. Who knows? Maybe you about to after you. Maybe you're feeling encouraged. Who knows? Okay. Amen. But walking away is what they fear. You walking away is there a rude awakening? Is them facing their reality? They're having a reality check. You walking away is bringing your ex the tower moment. And this tower moment is not for you to return from them. Allow them to sit in their karma and you move forward. Allow them to go through their awakening. Allow them to grow. Allow them to heal and move forward. This is not something that will happen overnight for them. And once you separate, leave them ties severed. There is no need for you to communicate with this person, meet up with them, or have any conversation. Allow them to move forward. They have done enough to you. You have received enough pain, tears, heartache, lies, deceitful behavior. It's over. It's done with the Five of Swords. Time for you to walk away. Let it be. Let them have their swords and you walk the other way. Because this is not who you are. This is not who you are. You walk away. Let them have those swords. Let them stand in their energy and with the repercussions of their actions that they have committed against you and towards you and caused you. Mind you, you're leaving the situation, but you still have to go through a process of healing. That takes time, that takes energy. That takes strength. And what you don't need is to allow yourself to be an evolving door. Once you separate from someone, honor the gift of separation and let the healing process begin. Whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, family, whomever. That process cannot begin when you allow people to go back and forth out of your life who have imprinted negative energy onto your spirit or your soul or have assisted in giving you experiences in your life that were unhealthy. Okay, for your being, for your conditioning. When you allow the people or person to go back and forth, you are stagnating your healing process. You are blocking it off. And you're also sending out a signal to the universe that no, I'm not ready for new energy. I'm ready to repeat the cycle. So I'm going to keep dealing with these people from my past. Oh, no, I'm not ready for new love. So I'm going to keep dealing with my ex. I'll keep meeting up with them or letting them come by at nighttime. I'm not ready, so I'll keep dealing with them. So every time you choose to keep going backwards, you have free will, but you're sending out the signal, collective, that you're not ready. You're sending it out. You're sending it out. There's no need to meet up, have no conversations, no late night pull-ups, none of that. You don't need nobody's drink, nobody's food, nobody's smoke. There's nothing. Once those ties are severed, honor the gift and honor yourself and let the healing begin. Let the closure begin. It's time to wrap it up. Even if it's family. You may have had family that had you feeling like this. Mother, daddy, sister, brother, uncle, cousin, auntie, BFF, whoever. Okay? It could be family. Once you cut them ties, leave it. Leave it be. But if you're going to, oh, that's family, and then you keep having the same situation, it gets worse and worse. It'll never get better. Worse and worse. And you continue to block yourself and block yourself and block yourself and block yourself. And nothing new will enter your life because you're saturated in the dark energy of these karmics and you're not releasing yourself from it. See, once you release yourself, you're letting source know, you're letting the universe know, you're letting your spirit team know that you have learned the lesson, that you're making space for the new energy. Everybody and everything can't reside in the same room. That's why they always say everybody can't go with you. Everybody can't stand in the same room. That old energy can't reside with the new energy. It's just, it ain't working. It don't match. It don't fit. It ain't right. It ain't in style. It ain't trendy. It will sabotage. It will ruin. It's not possible. It's law. It is. It's law. And those who don't know, it's law. It's not going to happen. So you can say, oh, I met somebody new that I'm dating, but be sneaking with the ex also. But guess what? That new person you met, that relationship is going to go nowhere. It'll stay stagnant because you're still dealing with that old energy. It won't progress because you're still dealing with that old energy. That's how that goes. Don't be so anxious and so concerned with wanting and allowing and needing people to see you all the time. That's for somebody, that ain't for everybody. Don't be so anxious for people to see you all the time. Don't be so anxious to want to be seen all the time by everybody. People you went to grade school with, people you went to high school with, people you dated 5 years ago, people you dated 10 minutes ago. Don't be so accustomed to trying to have all of them in the bowl. Don't be so don't be so accustomed to trying to have everybody in the bowl. Somebody you dated last week, somebody you dated last year, somebody you dated last month, somebody you've been knowing since elementary, somebody you met in middle school, somebody you met in college. Okay, somebody you met yesterday. Don't be so anxious to have all of them in the bowl, in your circumference, in your life, in your energy, in your aura. Don't be so anxious and determined to do that. That look at me thing. Look at me, look at me. Live your life organically. And when I say organically, that means living your life and enjoying life without announcing your arrival or your departure or feeling the need to let people know your blueprint, your plans, what you're doing. And everyone does not need access to you. My message is for somebody, not everybody. Everybody does not need access to you. Everybody does not need to know the blueprint of you. Everybody don't need to know every little step you take. No. Have to get out of that mindset. I want everybody to see me. Everybody don't need to see you. And when you know, nobody knows what nobody is doing the moment that they turn their back, the moment that they turn the corner in their car. None of us know what nobody is doing, what we've been up to, what we're experiencing, what we've been through, what aggressions, what are we holding, what kind of resentment we holding, are we angry, are we mad, are we mentally balanced? You don't know what a person is involved in or with. So it's very risque to want everybody to be in the bowl, to want everybody to be there. Everybody can't go. They will sabotage. They will destroy. Everybody can't go. They will see you when it's time to see you, but let them find out organically. That means that they see you when spirit or source want them to see you or hear about you, but not from you. That's letting them find out organically. That means you're not going out the way to be seen. If they happen to run into you and you're in your drop top, you're in your Camaro or whatever, Lamborghini, whatever. your Hellcat, whatever you're driving or pushing. If you're that pressed to be seen like that, let people see you naturally and get into the habit of living your life like that. A lot of folks make themselves a target by wanting to be seen all the time. It ain't about living in fear. It ain't about being a punk or a sucker. It's about using your brain, all portions. Tap into the portions of that brain when you need to. Everyone doesn't need to be focused on you and knowing everything that you're doing, what you got going on. You don't know what's on somebody's mind or in their hearts. Life is not perfect for no one. We have things that occur, but you have to move with wisdom. Well, first you have to get the knowledge, and knowledge over time applied turns into wisdom. So you have to utilize knowledge, retrieve knowledge throughout life as you go through different experiences. And that is for somebody, that's for a large group of people there. Spirit want me to get that out. You have to come out of the habit of wanting to be seen. The flashy. Everybody don't need to see you, and everybody don't need to know your business either. You can rock jeans and a t-shirt and be a billionaire and nobody knows. That type of ish. Knowing what's important. Because you're not worried about what people see. You got your money somewhere building. You create generational wealth. You done bought some land somewhere. You establishing things for your grandchildren. I mean, if they see you, they see you. They will see you when it's meant for you to be seen. And we misappropriate our energy and distort our own energy when we put our focus in the wrong areas of our lives. That wanting to be seen energy is synchronized with comparing ourselves and seeking validation. It falls in line with seeking validation outside of thyself. And we're comparing ourselves to people, which is nonsense because no two humans are alike. Until you really understand that you are uniquely, individually, divinely created, you won't get it. There are folks who really think that they're supposed to be like somebody else. And that's when they get the measuring and comparing. Maybe you have a FUBA because it wasn't meant for you to have a six-pack. You can keep working on it. Yeah, I said that. Maybe he had muscles because it was meant for him to have muscles. Real talk. That comparing and trying to duplicate and do what somebody else is doing, do you. Be determined to embark on these new opportunities. Focusing on travel and building. They will see you when it's time for you to be seen. And a lot of times, Spirit is trying to protect you from being seen by the wrong people. Because everybody don't need to know your business, baby. It ain't about fear. It ain't about fear. Excuse me while I blow my candles. It's about intelligence. It's nobody's business. It's nobody's business. Who cares what somebody think about you? Who cares? Think I'm a dork. Call me corny. I'm as corny as they want to be. Yeah, I am. I'm a nerd. I'm slow. I'm all that. Think it. I'll never correct you. I'll never correct you. You're so right. I don't know nothing. I'm just talking. I don't know nothing at all. this is clearly about you not having to be so guarded as well. Leaving this connection, being more confident, regaining your power back and your stability, enjoying life, but while you do it, not fighting so hard, but being smarter, not working harder, just working smarter, and not having to feel like there's too much of you that is open and available to people. But there's one here and many poking and prying. And then you're turning this way and that way and this way and that way. Spirit wants you to be aligned and focused and come out of this energy. They don't want you to be nervous. They don't want you to be frustrated. They don't want you to be stressed and worried. We only can focus on what's in our control and surrender the rest. This concludes the read, and I trust and hope that it assists you for your highest good. Later.